Alright, so today I'm going to talk about a staple smoke. What is a staple smoke? Well, here we got a poor Larranaga Montecarlo that is really putting off an awesome smell on the wrapper. This is from 2018, the box I bought a few weeks ago. And little young, generally for the cigars that I like to smoke. But I've smoked a few of these already, and they're very good. I'm loving them. These little Montecarlos. I mean, they kind of remind me of a Padron Lonsdale, a 1964 Padron Anniversario Lonsdale smoke. I mean, the wrapper is just kind of similar, and even the smells it's putting off is a little bit similar. A box press on this wrapper, because they do come in a dress box of 25. The smell is sweet, barny. Yeah, a little fermented hay. It's just, it's a good old Cuban smell. I mean, really it smells awesome. So, very young Montecarlo. I'm going to smoke it right now and review it, talk a little bit about it, and talk about, the idea of having a staple cigar. Because the times we're living in, they're getting tougher, and funds are running down. We're not going to be able to buy expensive cigars much anymore with the way things are going. So you got to have something that you can enjoy that's not going to break the bank. And that's why I would recommend this Montecarlo. Because box 25 is under $100. And they're very, classy smokes. Nice little shape, a panatella. It's just it's a good old, cigar to have as a staple cigar. Another one that is, for me, is a staple is a Monte number 1. I mean, I've smoked so many of those over the time. I mean, unbelievable. I love Monte 1s. I can smoke those, just smoke them. Love those Lonsdale cigars, But these Panatellas are pretty badass as well, and given the price and the general experience I've had so far with them, I would definitely recommend this this brand of cigars. So the wrapper is just really standard Cuban wrapper, it's just a good old beautiful Cuban wrapper here. It's dark brown, it's a little veiny, the roll is perfect. I mean, the bunching of the cigar is fantastic. Smell is just really good. I mean, I can tell that probably these poor Larranaga Montecarlos, if you give them about 5 years, I think that's the best. That's the point where you want to age these things. So 5 years in, I would expect a very good smoke from these things. See, sour cherry. I'm getting a lot of this sour cherry on the pre-draw here. There's just, it really gives me a fermented sweetness, and quite good for such an inexpensive cigar. And poor Larranaga is no joke. I mean, that's a brand that's been around since the 1830s, when Ignacio Larranaga immigrated from Spain and to Cuba and opened up his cigar brand. It's one of the oldest, I think it is the oldest, longest continuous production Cuban cigars in existence today. And pretty good, man. I mean, I'm loving them. I've had a few before. They have shitloads of regional releases, but the Vitolas left on the brand are running low. Yeah, it's a local brand, but with a very long history and a very excellent blend. Love it. The blend is totally different from La Gloria Cubana, but the feel is the same. You know, you just kind of get the same kind of a cigar feel. So, pre-draw is pretty awesome. A lot of dried fruits, some wild cherry. Yeah, I've really been enjoying these Montecarlos. I mean, they are pretty smooth. Smooth smokes, you know, for being so young. Delicious cocoa bean. Yeah, a little bit of breadiness in there. Definitely. Yeah, some bread, cocoa bean. It's a very good cigar. I mean, yeah, you do get a lot of really nice flavors, especially that cocoa bean is coming through. I mean, this wrapper is really dark. And it's putting off that real chocolatey. Mm. Mm. Very good smoke. Yeah, really enjoying it. I would just say smoke it slow and really enjoy the evening, you know. Just have a good time, smoke it down, not rush it. I'm right now drinking off of this whiskey here that I bought a couple weeks ago. It's Taketsuru, Japanese whiskey, which is really incredible. I mean, it's some of the smoothest Japanese whiskey that you can get. Taketsuru. It's a bamboo crane. Yeah, so the Port Larranaga brand, it's another interesting story about the Port Larranaga is they were the first ones to invent, or not invent, but start buying and using machines to roll cigars back in the 1920s. And this cigar brand's been around from the 1830s, and so in the 1920s there was labor shortages, problems in Cuba, the economy was fucked up. So they started buying these fucking machines from the U.S. that were like machine rolling the cigars. So cheap, they're pumping out cigars, and all the torcedores all over the Cuban islands started protesting. Fuck this shit! No! The machines! Fuck the machines! And they protested so bad, they all strike. They put on a big ass strike. And poor Larranaga was forced to send all the machines back to America. So they went back to the hand rolled, you know. Those workers went, you know, they won. But they were the first ones to introduce that, you know. And then, you know, I think in the 90s there was a lot of machine-made, poor, you know, Larranaga stuff. They reintroduced it, you know, on down the line when things had changed a lot. But back in the day, my God, in the 20s, people were like, fuck you, you know. They got a few Vitolas and they got a shitload of regional releases, this brand. It's crazy. I think they got, what, 16 actually. 16 regional releases from 2006 until 2017 or 18. 16 regional releases. A lot from this poor Larranaga brand. And you know what? I've had experiences with both of the Asian releases. I think it was a 2009 Encantos. I bought a quarter of a box. I've smoked them down mostly, but I do have some long-term aging. They're Lonsdales, Dalios. And then I bought a few singles of Bellicoso. I think it was a 2011 release, and there was another Asian Pacific. Can't remember exactly, but they've been awesome. They've been fucking awesome as shit. So if you can get your hands, I mean, most people can't get their hands on these things. I mean, the regional releases are they're getting bought up like crazy. It's crazy as shit. Regional releases, I used to buy boxes of 25 for fucking, you know, $400. And now it's like $500-$600 for a box of 10. What the fuck happened, you know? So it's a real bummer that cigars are getting so goddamn expensive, and people are like buying, you know, this fucking, you know, collecting game, buying into this collecting game. You know, you gotta be smoking these motherfuckers, you know, and saving them and then smoking them later. But shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I guess I'm just trying to say, like, it's getting all crazy out there, you know, with the economy and shit. But delicious cigar here. And, you know, the burn is quite good, you know. This is a very cheap cigar. Beautiful gold band, slight box press. The smell is just excellent, long filler, hand rolled, Cuban tobacco. It's great. I mean, for the price, I mean, this cigar is cheaper than fucking custom rolled cigars, you know? I'd say 2 thumbs up. These Montecarlos pretty good. Definitely. Cigar is it's still young, you know, and I can taste its youth, but even so, I mean, it's performing quite well. So the Vitolas in the Poor Larranaga series, they got these petite Coronas. They're 42 ring gauge, by 5.5 or 5 1/8 inch. There's petite Coronas, you know, Lonsdale ring gauge, but you know, shorter cigars, petite Coronas. And then they got the Montecarlos, and they're called Deliciosos. They're slim Panatellas. So, a little bit similar to a Medalla de Oro, La Gloria Cubana style, slim Panatella. Then they got the Panatellas too, and they're called the Verguitos. And these are short Panatellas, so these Verguitos is like the, sounds to me like the cigars that the farmers smoke in Cuba. Like the little cigars that the farmers smoke in Cuba. And then they have this other one, it's a Habanos exclusive especial, you know, release. It's called the Picadores, and the shape is Hermosas number 4. So it's kind of like a Robusto, or it's a Corona Extra, actually. And it has a special band on it, you know, which I can't remember the design, but you know, if you're into that kind of shit, I mean, I would just recommend smoking this fucker right here, because it's pretty good. Never went out, smoking down real good. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying a nice cigar right now. I mean, times are getting so tough with all this coronavirus bullshit going on and all the nonsense. I mean, times are really getting tough here. And so it's great to be able to sit back Friday night after working all week. Enjoy a nice Japanese whiskey. A good sweet cigar. I mean, it's getting really, it's going to be a rough year, 2020. The year of the rat. That's what it is this year. It's the fucking year of the rat. It's been bad news ever since the beginning. This year's been cursed. I knew it from the beginning. So, they attacked that embassy in the U.S. in Iraq, the Green Zone, and then the U.S. retaliated with the strike against Soleimani, the Iranian general, assassinated him. And then Iran attacked the U.S. base and killed all those people and had all those brain concussions and stuff, which Trump called headaches. That's how the year started off. That was like the first 10 days of the fucking new year. World War III was about to start. Like, I knew it immediately. I was like, this is a bad sign. This shit ain't good right here. Fuck. Something ain't right. And then a family member died. And I was like, and I watched her die. I watched her breathe her last breath. We were all there. That was heavy, you know. So then after that, the fucking corona bullshit started. And I was like, I knew it from the beginning. As soon as it came out, I was like, buy toilet paper, this is not good, this is not good, this is bad news. I knew it. I went to Tokyo 2 weeks ago it was already fucked. And I knew it. I said, this is fucked. And now it's totally fucked up. So it's bad. It's gonna be just a bad year. I mean, I don't even know what the hell's gonna happen next, you know. Everything right now is shutting down. Nobody's going out. Everybody's scared. They're all freaked out. Goo goo gaga. There's some fake ass bullshit virus floating around out there. Can't leave our house. We're so scared. We're so scared. Because the government is making everybody so scared. And the fucking press. The media. It's like all these idiots are like talking this shit up like it's some big fucking deal. And it ain't no big deal. And so everybody got scared. And so then the economy is going to be all fucked up. And we're starting to see the beginning of it. This is the beginning of the fucking crash. And it's about to get all fucked up right now. From now it's going to be fucked up. I'm telling you. Huge bubbles are starting to get pricked. So the governments are going to go crazy. Like you're going to have to run for the hills. Because it's going to be a madhouse next 3 years. You know, you got to get out of cities. I mean, I was thinking this kind of shit was going to happen, you know, 3-4 years ago, but it never did. And it's, you know, it got worse and worse, and now, hell, this corona bullshit is good. That's going to be the final pin that pricks this bubble. So anyways, I mean, it's going to be a tough year. And I'll say that. I will say that. And this has been just an awesome cigar. I mean, I'm still just smoking it real slow and really just enjoying the flavor of the tobacco. It doesn't have that breadiness like it does